Hey guys, Jamie Santana from Ashtanga 530. I want to give you a little guidance in the entrance and exit of Marichyasana C to the vinyasa count. And I want to differentiate your Mysore style practice when you're at a studio practicing with a teacher, lead practice when you're at a studio with a teacher or at home listening to a pre-recorded lead practice, and your home practice, which all three of those are very different ways of practicing. And so I'll show you first what a lead maybe not should look like, because even mine doesn't look like what it should look like, but what we're working towards to stay on the count, to stay with the vinyasa. So we would start in down dog. You would hear C, Sapta inhale. One, two, three, four, five. Ashtau inhale. And then you would continue to count in vinyasa through and do the other side. So for some of us, that bind takes a little bit more time than to arrive in one inhalation, especially without holding your breath. I was holding my breath a little bit because I'm talking too, and it's really challenging. So what you could do to stay with the rhythm of a lead class is to modify but not be lazy. So maybe what it looks like for you. C, Sapta inhale. One, two, three, four, five. Ashtau inhale, pick up, and then you move back and go through your vinyasa. When you're in your Mysore style practice, I'm not asking for you to add extra movements or breaths, but definitely spend the time working the transition, working the twist, working the bind, especially if this is somewhere that you're stopped currently. And maybe you spend more than one round doing it. A lot of students that work with me, I recommend they do it up to 3 times if they're not binding yet. So apply the vinyasa count strictly when you're in a lead class. When you're in a Mysore room with a teacher, do what the teacher asks you to do if it's not me. And when you're in your home practice, you're trying to grow. So if you're like, having to take a lot of time to get around the leg to work the twist and work the bind, like that probably takes 3 or 4 breaths. Then the count begins. So just notice maybe places that you're adding extra movement or extra breaths. Like we're always trying to stay as close to the vinyasa count as possible to stay in the meditation, but we also want to advance in the practice. So mindfully make adjustments, modifications to help yourself grow, but also stay grounded and apply the Tristana method.